Alright, hello everyone. My name is Kino, and I'm going to be talking about my review for Star Trek Fleet Command. There are 5 things you can do in this game, just about. You can build your starbase, you can upgrade and promote your ship and your officers, you can do missions, you can collect resources by mining, and you can battle with other ships. So I'm going to go through all of those and my thoughts for each one. The first thing you can do, you can build your starbase. This is the city building aspect of it. You can build shipyards, you can build resource generators, research facilities, officer academies. There are a whole bunch of different buildings. However, here's my first gripe. It is just an illusion of choice. You're really stuck to one narrow path. Like, you want to make an industrial starbase where it's churning out resources every second. First, in order to build your dilithium crystal generator, you need to upgrade your research facility. In order to upgrade your research facility, you have to upgrade your operations. In order to upgrade your operations, you need to upgrade your shipyard. So, even though there's so many different buildings that you can build, you have to follow a very narrow path in order to get to those buildings. So the other thing is, at the end of our, our starbase development, all of the players will have a very similar starbase. We all follow the same construction schedule, and yeah, there's just no personalization of it. Also, construction is extremely slow. So while you're waiting 9 hours for your operations to finish upgrading, you're going to start building up resources. Parsteel is the very first resource that you get. But after your first ship and a few missions, you don't really have any trouble with parsteel anymore. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, I need some parsteel. But then after a while, now I have, I think 100,000 parsteel or something like that. And you need more things to use resources for. Here's an idea, maybe you could convert parsteel into tritanium or something, so that I don't just waste all the tritanium. Maybe every ship uses parsteel instead of just your very first ship. So yeah, resources become useless and they just stockpile. I mean, some resources become useless, and the construction of buildings just takes forever, and you have to follow the same path. You can upgrade your ships and promote your personnel. So how do you do that? With your ships, first you just destroy other NPC ships or player ships, and you gain experience, and then you can level up your ship. You can also upgrade your ship by finding extremely rare and annoying to find parts for your ship. So let's say you have your interceptor ship. I destroyed maybe 300 NPC ships before I got 10 interceptor parts to upgrade. And it takes 15 interceptor parts to upgrade my torpedoes. So it was an agonizingly long time to get those parts before I could finally upgrade it. Some players have said, why don't you need to hunt higher level ships. But the problem is I need a stronger ship in order to hunt those ships so I can get the parts to upgrade my ship and make it stronger. So the upgrading part is kind of annoying. I wish it stuck with just the experience part. But then Scopely wouldn't make money by selling interceptor parts. Here's something you can't do. You can't name your ships. Right now I have ship A and ship B, very not personalized at all. I feel like if Scopely were to allow you to rename ships, then maybe you would have more personal investment and you'll give them more money because you don't want your personally named ship to be destroyed all the time. Well, you can't do that as of now. So you can also upgrade your personnel. How does that work? I actually don't know. I think you gain experience by battling ships, just like ship experience. But then after you level up your officer a few times, you then need to promote your officer. But in order to promote your officer, you need promotion points. And you can't just use promotion points from any officer. You need specific Kirk promotion points if you want to promote Kirk. So the very first time, I think you need like 4 promotion points or something, maybe 5. You get promotion points as a random like treasure when you spend your personnel points. You need 20 personnel points to get a treasure chest. And the treasure chest will have 4 treasures. And you're gonna hope that one of those treasures is 1 promotion point for your officer Kirk, your Captain Kirk. So what you do is you wait 10 minutes for your 10-minute bonus, and then you hope that that 10-minute bonus will give you personnel points. And then after you've accumulated 20 of those personnel points, you trade it in for a chest. And then you open up the chest, and oh, you got a Spock promotion point. So that'll be good for when you want to promote Spock, but you want Kirk right now. The other thing you get, oh, you got experience cubes in case you want to rush the gaining of experience, which is something. But right now you're at full experience and you want to promote Kirk. After a certain amount of experience, you can't get any more experience until you promote him. So the other thing, oh, you got a promotion point for some random officer. Yay. And then, oh, the 4th treasure you get is a promotion point for Kirk. Now you just need 4 more of those promotion points before you can finally promote him. Hold on. I just got evasive maneuvers ready to collect. I don't even know what that means. Speaking of fun, you can do missions. There are a whole bunch of different types of missions. One thing that they will send you out to do is go and destroy a ship or many ships. Another type of mission is you'll have to go to a place. And then when you go to that place, very often they will tell you to destroy a ship. Another thing that they'll tell you to do is just donate resources. So like, hey, we need help. Give us 10,000 tritanium. All right. And then the funnest mission of all, my personal favorite, is they'll tell you to mine a resource. I despise it. I wish I could just give you the resources. I already have that. I have 8,000 tritanium. Why can't I just give you the tritanium? No, it has to be mined. And then the reasons that they give you, the writing, as you call it, are creatively ridiculous. They'll say, for example, hey, our star system is getting attacked all the time. We're getting raided because we're rich in resources. Could you please mine out all of our resources so that we're a barren wasteland and no one will want to attack us? This is seriously one of the reasons that they gave in one of the missions. That's another thing you can do in the game. You can collect resources by mining. So what you do is first, you find a resource node. Hopefully it's an empty resource node, which is extremely rare because space is a crowded shopping line and you're just waiting for your turn at the cashier. If you can't find an empty resource node, you can hope that there's a lower level ship occupying a resource node that you can attack and destroy. Whether you wait your turn or you make your turn with your own space laser hands, you move your ship onto that node, and then you stare at your ship for many minutes, doing absolutely nothing but staring. If you stop staring, then chances are your ship will be attacked. Your ship will probably be attacked maybe every 30 minutes. Well, that's a little unfair because as soon as your ship is attacked, it will be destroyed and then it'll be in your starbase again. One time I was people watching in a mining area. Within like 3 minutes, maybe within 1 minute, I'm just hanging out doing my own business and then I see a little ship go and start mining, maybe level 9. And then I see a level 10 ship 2 level 10 ships come in, and then they check the area out, and then they go destroy that level 9 ship, and then they start mining there. And then another ship, maybe level 11, comes in. They just, like, maybe 15 seconds later, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds later, they attack that level 10 ship, they take that spot. And then the original level 9 ship guy, I scanned him, and it was the same player, comes back to that node and then attacks the ship there, even though it's a lower level. They lose just as you'd expect. And all this happened so soon, and meanwhile I'm just there being like, it's not me, okay, so I'm gonna keep mining to fulfill this stupid mining mission, because that's the like main reason that you mine. Here's one thing you can't do: explore. What I mean is, you're limited in your warp range, and then when you do go to a new star system, guess what? You will find the exact same copy-pasted star system from before. The only variety you'll have in a star system is what level NPC ships you'll find, what resources they might have, and what color nebula is in the background. Here's another thing. Every single star system is crowded like crazy. There might be 20 resource places for you to mine. There will be 40 ships waiting to get there. One of the joys that I have is when I'm mining and then I see another player's ship, like, much stronger than mine, which is all ships. It's approaching my ship, and then right before it attacks me, because it's gonna attack me, I just warp out. So I feel some joy in escaping unharmed. Another joy that I might have is, so someone tries to take my spot, so I warp out my mining ship, and then they move in and they start mining, and then I take my interceptor and then I destroy their mining ship. That's slightly delicious. However, that's also extremely rare, because most of the time the ship that took the spot is a lot stronger than me. All this talk brings me to the last part of the game. You can do battles with other ships. This is how you do it. You select your ship, then you select another ship, and then you watch as 2 triangles come closer and then circle around while the computer calculates who will win. While you're watching, you can wonder if the math will be in your favor. Or you cannot wonder if the math will be in your favor because they show all the numbers right there. I find this extremely annoying. Missions, building up your star base, upgrading your ship, and promoting your officers, all of this is really just so you have a really strong spaceship that you can go and win battles with. But battles are so uninvolving and lifeless. You can't choose any special maneuvers or anything. You can't use speed or maneuverability as your advantage. Everything seems just predetermined. It's just a contest of, is your stick stronger than my stick? There are some, like, random dice rolls, like maybe a critical hit chance, but for the most part, if your ship has 100 more attack than my ship, your ship will win. And for the most part, the ships are so drastically different that you can determine who wins, like, well in advance. The difference in ships is, like, it's impossible to win one ship with another, like, at the levels that I've seen. Maybe the really advanced ships, there's an advantage. But, like, the very first ship you have is the Realta. I don't know how you pronounce it. But let's say it has a strength of 500. Then the next ship is the Orion Corvette, and that has, like, the strength of 900 or something. Your Realta will never, ever win against the Orion. Maybe if your officers are, like, ultra leveled up. But then at that point, when your officers are that strong, you're going to have an even stronger ship than the Orion. Another thing that I don't like, though, is the numbers that the game shows you are such lies. They calculate the ship's strength by adding attack, defense, and health. However, my mining ship, the ECS Fortunate, that'll have like 2,500 strength, and an Orion Corvette will have like 1,800 strength. the Orion Corvette will win 19 out of 20 times. It's because the numbers, it's not just simple addition. The attack is a lot more important in the calculations of a battle than the defense. My mining ship, the Fortunate, has really strong defense, but it doesn't do any damage, or it does very little damage. I think it had like 130 attack or something. So it will usually lose. So I wish they would have, Scopely would just show a more accurate strength number. And then the other thing with battles, there will be a lot of battles, and a lot of them will not be your choice. When you're mining, chances are you will be attacked. One time I sent my ship out to do a mission, but you can't click on some things unless you're actually in the star system. So I sent my interceptor out, and then it took 4 minutes, so I turned off my phone and then did some other thing. And then after 4 minutes, I checked on my ship again. There was a little kind of bug where it said, ETA 00 seconds, but the game was not acknowledging that my ship was in the system, so I couldn't do my mission. So I'm like, okay, I'll just wait a bit longer. And then 20 seconds later, my phone buzzed, and I checked, and it said, you have been attacked. So I had an interceptor ship, I forget the name of it, the Fendra or something. Anyway, the next ship after the Fendra is the Turas. The Fendra has a strength, at least mine did, of let's say 3,500. And then the Turas has a strength of, let's say, 9,000. And these are the tiers of ships. So there's just no chance that my ship will win. I don't understand why they're allowing battles like this. They should allow me to retreat or something, or the ship will automatically retreat because an officer will be like, hey, we're doomed, let's run away. I don't blame the players, even though I despise them. It's just they're playing the game, and the game is designed really poorly. So, to sum it up, building your base is monotonous. You'll either have no resources, or you'll be stockpiling a huge amount of resources and you'll have nothing to spend them on. Missions are monotonous and without creativity, and a lot of them are incredibly hard too. The writing is horrible. Well, I mean, if you can call it writing, there really isn't that much story. Mining is a required part of many missions, and it's aggravating like crazy. You're either watching paint dry and running away as soon as you see another ship, or you leave your ship alone for 10 minutes and then you get a message saying, hey, you've been attacked and everything you've mined has gone to waste. Exploring leads to copy-pasted star systems. Great thing to have in a Star Trek game. No exploration. Battles are a predetermined math equation, and the numbers are even misleading to you. In conclusion, I really don't like this game. Why do I play the game? Even though I hate it, it is addictive. First of all, I like Star Trek, and that's how I got into the game. And second of all, just always constantly building your character up. My character is my starbase and my spaceship, my starship. Those, you invest some personal value in it. The other reason I play is to enact sweet vengeance on those who have destroyed me in the past. Which will never happen because as I level up, they're gonna level up. But a man can dream. So that's my review. I hope you use this review, and I hope you are spared the agony that I have. Until next time, thanks for watching.